Alright, example 4. Reducing a power. Rewrite sine fourth x as a sum of cosines in the first power. So essentially I'm trying to get rid of all sines and get it all the way down to have cosines with first degree. So double angles are okay. We just want to get rid of the first degree. And the first thing I know that I can do is I can rewrite sine fourth x as sine of squared of x quantity squared. And the reason why I did that is I have an identity that tells me that the sine squared of x is the same thing as 1 minus the cosine of 2x all over 2, and now that quantity is squared. Okay? Well, I've gotten rid of the sines. Now I got to figure out how to get rid of the exponent. Okay? So this can also be written as 1/2 times 1 minus cosine 2x quantity squared. So if I square the 1/2, I get 1/4. And if I square this, what's in the parentheses, remember it means to do 1 minus cosine 2x times 1 minus cosine 2x, and do your FOIL thing. And so I'd get 1, and the result is minus 2 cosine 2x, and then plus cosine squared of 2x is the result of that manipulation. Well, lucky for us, we have a cosine squared of 2x. That is going to be equal to 1 plus the cosine of 4x over 2. Everything else stays the same. 1 minus 2 cosine 2x. One-fourth on the outside. Now, I'm going to break this apart into 1/2 times cosine 4x divided by 2. That is the same as what's there. If I do distributive property, 1/4 times 1 is 1/4. 1/4 times this is minus 1/2 cosine 2x. 1/4 times the half is 1/8. 1/4 times cosine 4x over 2 is plus cosine of 4x over 8. So I have to take 4 times 2 and get to 8. Okay, looks like that. Combine like terms, 1/8 and 1/4 is going to give you, 3/8 minus 1/2 cosine 2x plus 1/8 cosine of 4x. And I think you can leave the problem like this if you wanted to, or if you want to factor out the common factor of 1/8, you can have an answer of divide all these by 1/8 and you get 3 minus 4 cosine 2x plus cosine of 4x. And that's how they get the answer in the book. Okay? See if you can do something like that and figure out problem number 31. Cosine of the fourth of x. Well, it's going to start out just like we did the other one. Cosine squared of x quantity squared. And then I'll replace cosine squared of x with 1 plus cosine of 2x over 2 quantity squared. The identity is either in the front cover or in the book in this section 5.3. It says it right there. I know that from doing the multiplication I have to square the 1/2 and get 1/4. So remember, this is 1/2 squared plus cosine 2x over 2 quantity squared as well. Well, that doesn't seem just right, does it? But it is. And so I end up with 1/4 let's do a little bit more math here to help you try to get through that a little bit better. Well, anyway, you come up with 1/4 times 1 plus 2 cosine 2x plus cosine squared of 2x, like that. I'm going to replace cosine squared of 2x with 1 plus the cosine of 4x divided by 2. And if you read your book, you'll be able to see how to get from there to there pretty easily. Like that. Do distributive property to give me 1/4 plus 1/2 the cosine of 2x plus 1/8 plus the cosine of 4x over 8, like that. Combine like terms, 1/4 and 1/8 gives me 3/8 plus 1/2 the cosine of 2x plus the cosine of 4x over 8. Common factor is 1/8 on the bottom, so it leaves me with, taking out an 8 leaves me with 3 plus 4 cosine 2x plus the cosine of 4x. And that's how I come up with the answer. If you have any questions, let me know.